Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Voice of Cards. The Isle Dragon Roars. There we go. A little weird naming scheme with this one, but we are back. We are to go and go through the bewildering wood to the next town of Unionville. And yeah, to do so we have to play a flute in a specific area, but that flute doesn't look like a flute. It looks more like a specific instrument from a very well-known very well-known video game property. That isn't this one, or any Square Enix related. Other things of note, since we've changed, because I have the DLC bundles with this, I decided it'd be fun to change up the icon. So, for those that don't know, or not the icon, the game piece, our overworld representation of our party, is the, I guess he would be considered a mascot for the Nier the Nier series. Basically that director's persona. But yeah, so that's one change. I've also changed out the card details, so they kind of look like characters from the Nier series. I've updated to a different table and card backings to have something just a little fun to change up what we can and what we can't.
A thick fog impedes your vision. You surmise this is in no small part why they call it the Bewildering Wood.
So you really manipulate. Okay, so this is just another dungeon. But this time we don't need to spend a torch. I will interact with a man.
Brave soul has set foot in this wood, only to be swallowed up and never seen nor heard from again. The traveler intones gravely.
Oh, he's a ghost.
They also tell of a certain tool one needs to get through this place.
Curse my inability to not let things be. Ooh. Let's see here. Probably flame. Is weak to flame. We're gonna do regenerate. Oh, you know what it is? I forgot to heal up at the inn before setting out. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Ooh, a treasure. Ooh, it would have been nice to have the pepper upper. Got some more slimes. Unnecessary crit. But that's fine. Ooh, and more treasure. Let's do far right. Okay, that's actually, I'd prefer that over the other two options.
A message is written on the sign. Seek out the four stela hidden deep in these woods.
Four stela. I don't even know what a stela is. Is that a stela? No. Why is there desert tiles in the forest? Mushroom. I think it's so that you can have. I gotta turn that down on my end. I think it's so that you can have orc children encountered as a potential enemy. I wonder what the crit % chance is for this game, or if it's different for each character. Oops. Counter rate's sure damn high in this game, though. Oh, I forgot to...
Excellent.
Nice critical heal. That was actually pretty decent. Could actually use this to get fully healed here in just a second. Oops. Wrong location.
About the enemy.
Ooh, 2 new ones. Yeah, let's get you out of the way because I know you do poison. What are those things? Like tree slugs? Whatever they are, they sure got a lot of health and armor. And resistant. Oh, I should have figured. Should have figured they were resistant to lightning damage. So weak to fire. That makes sense. I wish I had another. Wish I had a fire ability. That'd be pretty nice. And the crit.
That was lucky.
Nah, it was skill. Gotta have a lot of skill to to crit.
Fortune favors the bold.
Oh. Well, fine, burn. You're not gonna let me be able to We're gonna just heal all the damage that I did. Burn. Ooh, hey, level. Ooh, and a nice level too. Pepper upper, nice. What is, let's see here. Is it card collection? Monsters. We face 2 new monsters. We have Sapling Trent. Creatures of all sorts flock to these gentle giants of the forest, no doubt thanks to the pleasing warmth emanating from the energy stored within their hollows. Oh, so they're just baby Trents. What are you? Oh, Dryad. Okay, that makes sense. Dryad believe themselves the belle of the forest ball, so to speak. On the night of the full moon, they have been known to hold concerts deep within the heart of the forest. That is a thing apparently in this game. Quality salve. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that's what a Stella is.
Found the southern Stela.
Or Stela, excuse me.
And hear a sound off to the west. You'd best head that way next.
May.
You hear a beautiful melody flowing from the forest depths. It sounds like singing.
Oh, it's a concert.
Bird song. Your body is soothed by the gentle tone. It feels as though your fatigue has somehow washed away.
Ooh, 8 HP. I can get behind that. Oops. Why didn't I just land on the guy? That was kind of silly of me. Oh yeah, one shot the sampling trench. Just call it everything but its actual name. And the crit. I think what I'll do is I'll go through this dungeon with oh shoot, I didn't talk to that guy, did I? Or wait, did I? I may not have. Oh, that was kind of silly. I could have did the lightning on the other guy, on the mushroom in the middle, and then fired the other guys. I mean, depending on who they attack, they only do 2 damage. Actually, they'll do 2 damage to everybody but Meliane. Oh, I like the music. Very, very calming and relaxing.
Congrats.
Although that could be detrimental. Perfect. Cool. Nice. Ooh, that'll be nice. So skills are basically passives. Mar on 2 health. Perfect. Mar seems to be the tank. I hope he gets a taunt ability. Yes, view the abilities. I don't remember if I have to equip that. I do not. Perfect. Oh, and fulfilled its side story. The Sapling Trent. Let's see here. So Trents draw a steady stream of energy from the earth, so steady in fact force of these animated trees have been said to bleed the land dry, leaving naught but a barren waste. Interesting. So they are technically detrimental. Did I talk to you?
The man sighs, realizing he may never be able to escape with his current tool set.
Oh no. Poor guy.
You have found the northern stela. It doesn't look particularly special.
All right, two out of the 4 done.
Anyhow.
Random encounter or mini boss fight? Random encounter. And the crit. I forget, are these guys resistant to lightning? No, they are not.
You did great.
Ooh, treasure chest. 500 gold. Perfect. Use the camera jump method to try to get into a better position. All right, let's see if my process works better. If I do it this way, if he's resistant to electricity or don't do enough to kill him. I needed to roll a 3. Roundhouse. Jeez, that AoE was not good. Actually, it would have been perfectly fine. I need more attack. He's only working on his iron claws. I need like steel claws for him, which I should probably get in at the next city because it's monster based. I'm sorry, who are you?
The next stela is... You hear someone murmuring? It sounds like a man, but you can't really be sure in these woods.
Woodland, huh? Let's see, is that a character? Now, is that... I guess it's this guy. Woodlander man. He's lived in these vast, dense woods for years now. Fruit from the trees feeds him. The river quenches his thirst. He gives all his thanks to the great Mother Earth. He's wandered these deceitful, bewildering woods for ages. He knows he will not find home, no matter how many times he begs or tears he sheds. He is doomed to wander for another day. Oh, that's sad. I don't think they were there before. Just like that chest wasn't there before. Maybe? Wind staving. Ooh, protects against wind. Wind protection. Did I touch this one?
You have found the western stela, which you swear up and down was not here when you came in.
See, I knew it.
Nevertheless, you give it a smack.
Knew there was something tricky about this. Kyop. Alright, a bunch of nuts fly off from the tree, so... Hey, you were also not here before.
Appears to be lost. How do I get out of here? she asks with furrowed brows.
Oh, the game can't be doing this to me because I'm gonna be going back and forth and not progressing like at all. Oh, he needed to do that just to do an attack. Because we're all too high level, or too high defense. See, Mar needs that. After combat ability, heal up. Oh, uh-oh. Alright, that should take him out. Oh, yeah. Weird that No, you're supposed to attack the other guy. I would have been able to heal all that. Ooh, an enemy appears. I haven't fought a dryad in a while.
About the enemy.
In fact, now I need a... Did we... There we go. That should take him out in one hit. I'm trying to think if... Do I have the side story for the red fungos monsters? I thought I did. I do. Do I have... I think I have them all but for the ogre. Yeah, because I don't think I fought enough of them. I'm guessing he's going to come back as reoccurring. Potential enemy down the road. Okay, there's the final Stella. Protectorant. Nice. Oh, yeah. Wish I could apply that critical damage off to the side as well. I don't think that's gonna... Oh, never mind. I was gonna make the joke like, I don't think that's gonna cut it. And treasure. We'll do... What did we do last time? Far left. I think we'll do middle this time. Should have did far left. I do wish that it was like...
The Eastern Stela. You see the words, you have investigated all 4 of the Stela and the bewildering wood. You hear a sound, and it's not all that far away.
I wish the pick a treasure chest was like like Super Mario Bros. 3 Mushroom House rules, where you don't get to see what you could have chosen. Because I think it hurts less if it was done that way. Is that 6? I don't think that's hard. Ooh. Oh, right, I have other items. Oh, okay. Well, that might be a good setup for this next boss fight. There we go. If I don't have to buy an item, that would be for the best. Okay, so now we're just being told that we have too many skills, and that if we want to swap them out, we can. So, she gets Thunderstorm. I mean, I guess I could just like... Because as long as you can just pass the turn, that's fine. An event? I would like to try to find the singer. It's a harpy.
Immediately, it seems like the harpy hasn't yet noticed. Startled, the monster flaps its wings and flies away. You find some coins.
Find some coin, which equals apparently 220 gold pieces. Wouldn't mind having that event come back up. Now we're fast enough that the enemies from the previous locations are now moving slower. And then Melanie's at full health, so that means level ups are full health level ups instead of the other... Oh, excuse me. The other more traditional style where you still keep the damage lost.
You examine the stela. The message carved into the stela reads, "Play in tune with the forest." You hold the woodland flute you received from the good doctor in Thriston.
You play it.
Doot 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 doodly doot 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 doo. You blow a handful of pleasant enough notes into the woodland flute.
You know, the narrator didn't have to do all the doot doots, but I appreciate it. It's commitment.
You soon become aware of accompanying percussion, which reveals itself to be a series of impeccably timed footfalls racing toward you.
Uh-oh.
A young woman appears before you. "That was absolutely dreadful," she whinges, her jaunty gait betraying her enjoyment. She calls herself Ridis and declares herself a woodlander, resident of the bewildering wood.
Meaning she is lost.
By sheer coincidence, the flute on which you played those notes was one designed to call the woodland people to your side.
Oh, really?
Stunned by your good fortune, you ask Ridis to lead you eastward out of the forest. What luck! She agrees far more readily than you ever anticipated.
Might be a trap.
But, she continues, extending her hand, you'll have to hand over the woodland flute first.
Make a bribe.
That'll cost you 1,000 gold pieces, you say smugly. Ugh, it's always about money with you travelers, she snorts derisively. Her face... Hey, what about my money? You stammer. Before you can finish your thought, Mar's tongue whips across your hand, snatching the fruit and sliding it into his gullet.
If Mar gets a boost, I'll be happy.
Gasps. How could you let him do that? Just one of those fruits sells for 10,000 gold pieces. So you can pay me back for the fruit your little friend stole, or you can hand over that flute, she says, pressing her case.
We cannot get a break.
You've lost this one, Meliane says, snickering. You look down at Mar, who seems quite pleased with himself. I suppose I have, you sigh in resignation. You begrudgingly hand the woodland flute to Ridis. Ridis plucks the woodland flute out of your hands with glee and begins playing it as she skips away.
It's almost just as bad.
Well, playing is a generous term. It sounds as though she may as well be murdering the poor thing. Ridis makes it clear that the fastest way out of the woods is through woodland, where she lives. It's that-a-way, Ridis says gleefully, pointing past the stela before you.
Yes, we could do that. However, I want to see if there's anything new that happened. There is. There's a new person. Who's that?
I need to hit the stela every single time I want to go home. What a pain, the frowning woman sighs.
Woodland Wanderer. Well, maybe you should just dispel the magic. Oh, she's not a monster. She is a character. Let's see here. I know he takes no notice of me. I've made my peace with that. I'll be happy so long as I can watch him from the shadows. This place is a paradise, so many trees from which to gaze upon him from all angles, every day of the year, forever and always. So she's a stalker. I think we should be good.
And fight.
You know, I've fought a bunch of dryads in the beginning, but haven't come across any so far. And I kind of need to fight them a little bit more to unlock their side story. I leveled up again already. Seen some speed. Ah, yes. Enter Woodland. Oh, it's another town.
Welcome to Woodland, Ridis says, gesturing out over the village. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm quite busy for the rest of the day. So you'll have to wait till tomorrow to leave the forest, she says, and makes her way home.
Okay, that's fine. Yes, we will be exploring. So there's the inn. Apothecary, game parlor, armor, Ridis house, item shop. Wait. Does armor equal weapon shop too? Yes. Perfect. 18 attack, 11 armor, 32 health. Night speed. I'm pretty certain I did just get a, what? Oh wait, no, that's not how I do it. I wanted to do, there's a way to see, there we go. No, which button is it? Oh, top button. Okay, so I can get the knightly armor. No, she's got enough speed. She's actually pretty good on speed. If I could actually get more speed for everybody else, that'd be much more helpful. No, we're gonna sell some stuff. Keep our inventory low in the event we need to have a good stock of all these protection rings and like elemental weapons and elemental armor, because you know that might come up eventually. Let's see what's in the apothecary. Buy one of those. Good on that. At this point, I'd have to like actively die. See if there's anything good for items. Destructo box. Add 5 to wind damage target takes for 3 turns. Now, if only I could get one that is for lightning, because that'd actually be pretty good. Let's see here. Before we're doing the well, let's talk to this guy.
You happen upon a man greedily guzzling well water. Could it truly be that much better than ordinary water?
No, he's been cursed by the Fae. Apparently, talking to that man, I have fulfilled the requirements for the old man character for his side story. I don't think I even seen his. Mature man, he made a promise to the love of his life when they were married. I shall love you till death do us part. 1/2 century later, he was proven to be a man of his word. His wife now lies in bed, illness slowly claiming her. He takes her hand, decades of memories washing over him. Finally, he sighs, he'll be through with his promise. Oh, that's sad. Oh, I can't even interact with the well? Fine then. talk to this person.
Welcome to the Forest Oasis. The man greets you warmly.
Well, thank you.
You learn that Ridis's family is mired in debt and living hand to mouth. And I know how they got in so much trouble, the rumor mongerer says deliciously. We are not in the business of meddling in the personal affairs of others, Meliane says curtly, cutting her off.
Ooh, I'd like to know gossip, though.
Apparently she's heard rumors of the dragon destroying another town somewhere. Our village would burn down so easily, she mutters, perhaps a bit more afraid of the symptom than the cause.
Yeah, I mean, you live in the forest.
This shortcut is reserved for use by woodland citizens only, the guard barks, clearly unwilling to let you pass.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Let's enter the house. See if we get any... Ooh, we do get a special interaction.
Ridis pores over a book while practicing. The instant you begin speaking, she nearly leaps out of her skin and hides the book. She somehow hadn't noticed you. I thought you were the debt collectors. You can't sneak up on me like that, she stammers.
That would explain why she did the 10,000 gold trick. Door.
You take note of a woman who appears quite ill.
It's Ridis's mom.
As it turns out, she is none other than Ridis's mother. She is in no small amount of pain. Will you give her something to ease her suffering?
Give her the protectorate?
The item you've proffered, but I appreciate the thought. Ridis's mother hands you mysterious card 3 as a token of her gratitude.
Ooh.
She begins speaking of Ridis, who has been preparing the medicine that helps her get through the day. She blames her illness, and therefore herself, for making Ridis's life so difficult.
Oh
The
no.
more she talks, the more her face drops.
Can I give you something else? No. I doubt the antidote would have helped her, but no. Let's talk to Ridis one more time. Okay. Same stuff. All right, so I'm not gonna be coy. I figured that we kind of want to get these mysterious cards, so I'm gonna be very, very, very mindful of talking to people, because I don't know if it's gonna unlock us like a secret ending or unlock like a super special awesome weapon. Should probably play the game parlor. No. All right. Because we gotta beat the game parlors to unlock new skins. But I don't know if I need to beat him. Oh, there's a third person now? Great, now I gotta worry about that guy. So I'm going last. really the 8. Well, there you go. There's the 8. Woodlander man got a... Oh no. I don't like this. Yes. Make the selected player rest. I think I'm gonna do the game parlor because I think he has a skeleton in hand. That might skip his turn. Hey, there we go. Choose 2 cards in the pot to destroy. Well, it's my only option. Toss that guy in there. Roll upon next session, gain 1 card on a 2 or higher. Oh, he's gonna get a... Oh, shit, he made a run. He made a pretty decent run. But I don't think he gets the abilities from that. It's gonna give me 34. Okay, so he's gonna... Oh, you're gonna take it. Rest if I roll 4 or lower. Okay, I lose my turn. That's gross. And he loses his turn. Okay. Perfect. So gain a card. Oh, here we go. 3, 4. Oh, I can't do a run of... Okay, so I gotta do 4. Come on. 4, 5, 6. Yes. That's 41. I tied with him. Oh, there was my other... There was the 8 that I needed. It's up 14. Ah.
Don't let it get you down. Come play again, says the boy, waving.
All right, I'll have to come back and try that. Actually, I might be a better idea to look up actually what the conditions are for winning.
Since we've had any outsiders. It turns out this inn is simply a place where the poor lost souls trapped in the bewildering wood may recover. You may stay as long as you like, free of charge.
How do they make any money?
The dining table practically groans under the weight of the platters upon it. All brimming with meat. I've certainly earned this, you say to yourself, as you slide into your seat at the table, positively drooling over the feast before you. Meliane takes no note of your boorish behavior, uttering a small prayer of thanksgiving before reaching for a plate of vegetables. Mar sits, eyes fixed on the food upon the table, statuesque in his stillness. What a good boy. Mar clears the entire table in a matter of seconds, even emptying the water barrel in a single gulp. He lets out a self-satisfied burp that sends a small...
He deserves it. He's gonna get walloped a lot.
Arcing out onto the floor. The sun sinks low, and the day draws to a close.
God, he's like a cat. Scarfs down food, drinks.
Pierces the silence. Fire! You leap out of bed, adrenaline coursing through your veins. The others follow suit, and before long you've burst through the front door and into the street. Ridis's house is ablaze, a nearby villager screams.
Uh-oh.
Douse the flames with water, shouts the man. Water from the well.
Oh, you're not gonna let me interact with it just yet?
Someone save our poor village, prays the man, his eyes fixed upon Ridis's smoldering home.
Oops, there we go.
Fire or no fire, ain't nobody allowed past, says the gatekeeper, stubbornly refusing. The dragon's going to burn down our village next, cries the girl, as if the world is ending around her.
All right, gossip lady, what do you got?
From a distance, the woman watches Ridis's house burn, despair on her face. My mother is still inside, Ridis shrieks, darting past you to fetch water from the well south of the village.
What? No, I wanna hop in, fireman style. Nope, you won't let me. Okay. Whop.
Ridis is gathering water in an attempt to fight the blaze all on her own. You toss a nearby bucket into the well and haul it up by the rope. Rather, you attempt to, but thanks to Mar robbing you of a meal, your strength fails you.
Well, it sounds like Mar should do it then, because he freaking ate everything.
Scrambles over the edge of the well and sucks the well dry in an instant. He pokes at his swollen belly and gestures toward Ridis's house, as if to say, "Get me back there, quick."
We're gonna say Mar's a good guy, good
Put
boy.
it out. You have to put it out, Ridis screams at Mar. Mar douses the house with the water he sucked up from the well.
Oh, they do water effects. Oh, that is so cool.
Reduced to mere embers, and all is well, or so you think. Something darts out from behind the house and attacks.
A werewolf? A werewolf attacks us? No, a hellhound. Happenstance. Decrease fire damage dealt to all allies and enemies by 2. Recovers 5 health for 99 turns. Oh, that's funny. However, we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to freeze them. Or not. But it is his weakness. And then we'll slash. And then we'll ram. Because I'd rather not deal... Add 2 to fire damage dealt by allies. Gross. But I bet you he is resistant to fire, so I'm not gonna even try with him. I want to do lightning strike. I want to try to get as much damage on him as I can. Another pretty decent hit. Just standard ram. Ooh, gain 1 gem. Gross. Please freeze him. Thank you. Oh, and I got a crit. I took him out.
You did great.
Didn't even need to freeze him. Oh, geez, he did the fire monster. Ooh, lots of XP. Do I level? Mar leveled, and he got an extra attack. Rolling Claw, deal 1.5 times damage. Okay.
The fiery beast dispatched, you return to putting out the last of the blaze with Mar's help. Ridis's mother, now safe, tells you the creature came out of nowhere and set the house aflame.
It's probably sent by the
What would
loan
bring a
sharks.
creature of fire to a place like this, you wonder?
Just the loan shark sending a message.
Light breaks on a new day, and the commotion of the fire feels but a nightmare. You lead your party to Ridis's house to ask for safe passage out of the bewildering wood.
Perfect. Do I heal? It did heal me. Perfect. Oh, not abilities, skills. So you start off with 1, and then every turn you gain 1. Oh, but it's 2. Yeah, I don't know how much I like that one. That actually does not seem like a good an ability. And then 1 more over. Because, like, what?
Though spared from complete collapse, Ridis's home has been thoroughly scorched.
What's his attack? His attack is 19. Half of 19 rounded down. So I'm assuming that'd be rounded down, would be 8. Add that to the 27. 27 attack on a 2. I do now have another AoE, but however, his AoE. Sorry, wrong. Nope, not abilities. Skills. His AoE is physical. You know what? I think I'm gonna get rid of the body slam. I like that it does 2d6 damage, ignoring defense. But when my attack is already too high and I haven't come across anything too crazy of defense,
plunged into debt. Ridis has been working to repay the debt ever since her mother took ill. You lightly press your thumb and forefinger to the corner of each eye, a mixture of sadness and anger.
yeah, see, Ash isn't a total jerk bag. Ooh, finished her flip. I don't think I've actually read her thingamajig. So, Ridis' mother, either through bad luck or too trusting a heart, Ridis' mother has endured no short of hardship despite living in secluded woodland. You might think the repeated swindlings would get her down, but that would require that she realizes she's been defrauded. Perhaps ignorance really is bliss. Oh. It's sad, but
Ridis sits alone.
I'd rather have sad than
the air thick
creepy.
with the smell of char. There shouldn't be any fire creatures for miles, she grumbles. She says the monster appeared while she was playing the woodland flute last night. As to why any monsters, let alone fire monsters, appeared, well, despite the circumstances, you ask Ridis to lead you out of the bewildering wood as promised. I did promise that, didn't I? She says wearily, rising from her seat. The poor girl is clearly still in shock. Why do you want to venture out beyond the bewildering wood anyway? She inquires, as she gathers this and that in preparation to leave.
We gotta be somewheres. This is we're looking for a dragon.
You're in search of the dragon, you say valiantly, adding, the reward will be significant should we defeat him. Honesty is the best policy. Sounds like a real risky way to make a living, she replies flatly, feigning interest. A group of Ivory Order people came through here just the other day, she explains.
Curse them.
You connect the dots with malice. Those three, you see. At last, Ridis is ready to depart for the edge of the bewildering wood.
Okay, so she does join the party. But is she a temporary character? Yes, I want to see what her abilities are. Unfortunately, that means that we have a... What is your equipment? Okay, so they at least give her some decent equipment right away. She starts off at level 7. What are we? We're level 9. Oh, let's see here. Deal damage. Deal 2x damage. No, how do I switch to reserve? In reserve. Oh wait, no, I gotta go to party. Well, that's... I hope I get two other party members so that I can have a secondary team so that I can grind those guys up instead of having anybody get too overpowered. I am going to save. Let's see here. Is it data? No. I got to do it this way. It's no, it's not that one. It's this one. It's select the select button. Why one? Collection. Oh wait, no, I have to do it. Now I can do it from here. Go to options. Other to title screen. Now that I saved it. Because I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna change it out of the near stuff. Oops, that's the wrong button. I want options. Customize avatar. We'll go back to the default king piece. Card face. I do like that pixel art, but I think we'll go back to default for the rest of the time. Swap over to ancient mural. Oop. Customize battle board. We'll go back to the default. It's a table. Stick with the library desk and go to the marbled next. And then we're not going to do anything with the background music because that actually changes all the background music. And I personally don't like doing like alternative soundtracks in games until after I played through it the first time, because then I can like enjoy like the basic, like this is what it was before. Can I pass through now?
This road takes you to the east side of the bewildering. Upon seeing that Ridis is with you, he steps aside.
Good.
And lets you through.
Interesting. What do you get?
Apparently she's heard rumor. The girl heaves a sigh of relief after learning the fire.
Oh, there is a slightly different dialogue.
You didn't hear it from me, but the cause of the fire was, she whispers baseless gossip in your ear.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so he's got nothing new. Old man, are you drinking again?
You follow the curious sounds to their source. Our resident well. He digs and digs, but no water is forth. Meliane beseeches you to help, but well digging was forbidden by our ancestors long ago. You've heard the legends, you protest. How is that the best lie you can come up with? She snaps back, appalled. The man turns towards you both, oblivious to the squabble playing out before him. Do you have any salve
We do.
that might ease my pain, he asks.
Yeah, of course.
You hand the man some salve. The instant he applies it to his hands, he resumes his furious digging, this time punctuated with shouts.
My
of
God,
"I
we gave him
feel
crack."
incredible." Not long after that, water erupts from the ground with a force unlike any you've seen. He sidles up to the jet of water and begins drinking from it as one would from a fountain. He is once again in his element. The man hands you mysterious card 4 to show his appreciation for the salve.
Wonder how many there are. Got one. Oh, I bet you it's considered a key item. Oh, we are 1 through 4. Okay, cool. All right, on to the next area.
The eastern portion of the woods certainly does not want for thick, soupy fog.
Everybody, yeah, all right. Could actually go for some soup. Good soup would be nice to have.
You turn away, ready to lead the party deeper into the... Wait just a moment, you lot, calls the voice of an older man from somewhere behind you. Ridis appears to be familiar with him. She calls him Mr. O.
Uh-oh.
Here you are, young lady, he says, handing her a slip of paper.
Rental property. 1 million gold?
Here. Further, Mr. O explains, Ridis did not have a fire insurance policy at the time of the conflagration, and so she shall have to pay in... I'll thank you kindly to pay by the end of the month. Bye now, Mr. O says.
Wow, what a scumbag.
He returns to the forest. Hee. Ridis lets out a bemused chuckle, her demeanor remarkably calm for what has just transpired. She pulls the woodland flute from her cloak and begins softly playing.
She's gonna curse him with music.
Ridis's ear-splitting performance, shall we say, draws monsters out from behind the trees. Within moments, they are nearly upon you.
Well, that's not nice. That's not nice at all. I thought I had a lot more attack now. I should be able to one-shot them with fire, no problem. What's going on? Alright, Mars back to his arguably cuter self.
That's odd. I must have made a mistake, Ridis says, burying her face in her old book once more.
Let's ask what does she read.
She opens the book to a particular page and thrusts it in your face. You can't tell anyone in the village I let you see this, okay?
Sounds good. I can do that.
It's a page of sheet music with a note scrawled beside it that reads, "Play this lucky tune to reverse your financial fortunes and make money woes a thing of the past."
I wonder if it's like a...
No matter how many times I played this last night, our debt never went down. She fumes, incensed. You inspect the page a bit.
But yeah,
more
it's
carefully.
supposed to call the creatures of the forest to consume you, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Off in a corner, in letters so small as to be illegible, another message reads, "May summon monsters if played incorrectly." You finally see that so long as Ridis holds the flute, this is nothing more than a monster conjuring melody. You snatch the woodland flute from her hands. You have lost your flute-playing privileges.
She just needs to practice.
"I'll never escape from this mountain of debt without it," she cries, clearly still believing in the melody of fortune. Melanie quietly opines that while Ridis is many things, bright is not one of them.
I mean, hey, it summons monsters, so it might actually work if she could play it correctly. Ooh, an event. Find the singer.
As if drawn in by the voice, you. Why won't the right words come to me? She laments, her fingers stopping on the string. Hearing her sigh, you are very well then. Please finish this verse. She responds.
In a snow-covered town, I hear a voice. You?
You imitate Mars' mule, but the woman just tilt. You pity the poor soul for not comprehending the sheer. In the end, you gain nothing from the exchange, and leave the woman to her song.
I am curious about that actually event now, so hopefully I roll that in the random encounter. Ooh, we have a slime with metal now. Dryad, doing dryad things. Just get the the armed slime out of the way. Ooh, and he crits. Nice. Okay, good, it was fire, because I couldn't remember if it was wind, great. But that doesn't sound right. And finally getting some... I doubt we're getting actually good experience. Meliane is almost, I think she'll get a level up next level. Ooh, and now a green guy. Perfect. You know, see, she's got a lot of health, but doesn't do too much damage comparative. Especially if she continues to attack Ash. And that should... Well, I mean, I crit. Should take it down to 0. Ooh, yeah. Nice level. Decrease wind, bolt damage by 5. Oh, decrease wind and bolt damage by 5. Seems like a pretty decent skill. Or spell, excuse me, because it's a spell, not a skill. Skill is completely different.
Don't hold back.
Well, I wouldn't hold back if I had a AoE fire. I should be getting a fire AoE here soon. Dude, you gotta stop. You gotta stop critting. Actually, don't stop critting. That's... If I can get through random encounters faster, that would be great. Oops, wrong button. Cool, another chest. Knight's chainmail. Ooh, +9, but no No defense or no speed down. Because what is the knight's armor? Is that 10? No, that's 6. Is it for you? It is. That's actually a huge armor buff for Mar. Just gonna get rid of the green fungus. And the sad thing is, even with the -1, I'm still faster than Mar. Rude.
Good work.
Perfect. +1 speed, health, and attack. Ooh, and treasure. At 5. Oh, there's the bolt damage. Down? Event. Cool. Is it the... Oh. Oh, cool. We get to see the failure.
Nuts fly off the trees and smack you and your friends right on the head. Everyone's faces screw up in agony.
Everybody took 8 points of damage? Ew. That really sucks.
Here, Ridis chirps, pushing overgrown boughs and shrubs aside. As she does, a hidden path out of the bewildering wood comes
Cool.
into view.
We will not be doing that. We will be heading back over here. There is probably one more chest in this area. I'm gonna try to freeze her. Yeah. Perfect. It worked. You're gonna regenerate. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And then he levels up. Jeez, he's gonna need a lot of experience, but he's got a very good level. I just wish he'd get more speed. Oh, finally. Let's see here. I wish there was an easier way for me to get to these collections. What is this? Armored slime? Okay. And then green fungo. Yep. We'll read them as soon as I get their things, so Pyro Wolf, the flames engulfing these wolves are said to burn until the wolf perishes. As such, one nation took to engraving the beasts on talismans as a symbol of long life. I doubt we'll see them for a while, so we'll reread it as we get there. The mere hint of a dryad song is enough to send creatures of the forest fleeing. For those who pay any mind to it, pass gently into that good night. Oh. Great, you die if you hear them sing. I don't think that's in the original myth. Oil pot's good. Oh, you know what? Oh, well, wait, no, never mind. We fought a fire wolf, couldn't have used it anyway. I was hoping to be able to jump right onto the exit tile. Oh, he's got like 20 attack now. And the crit.
Fortune favors the bold.
So he's just going to do 30 damage.
You did great.
Oh, okay, cool. They get their own experience. Okay, that works out great, actually. Because I really don't want to grind out a separate party. But if they're gonna get experience just for being around,
At last, you are free of the
I can dig that.
bewildering wood. Praise the power of the woodlanders, you squeal in admiration of Ridis. She giggles bashfully. You've certainly kept your promise, you say. Thank you for showing us the way. I was hoping I could join you on your quest to defeat the dragon, Ridis suddenly blurts out. She takes out her old book and thrusts another page in your face. This week's creature of fortune is the dragon. Boons may befall those who encounter him. Melanie's jaw goes slack. What is the deal with this book?
It's a magic grimoire.
Probably pay off my debt if we can just defeat the dragon, Ridis chirps, revealing her. No, I won't dilute my share of the riches any further. No more additions to the party, you bark. Have you no heart? Are you just going to leave a young, helpless girl like me to drown in an ocean of debt and deal with that crusty old man? Ridis fires back relentlessly. I want to go. No. So goes the endless chorus of your thoroughly unproductive argument. Melanie calmly reminds you that the party in its current form stands little chance of defeating the dragon. See, you need me, Ridis says, sensing an opportunity. Your well-reasoned argument of no thwarted, you nod your head in resignation and welcome Ridis to the party.
It was only a matter of time. Oh, that was chapter 3. Interesting. The mystery of the force solved, our hero's journey into its heart. Sorry, not chapter 3, chapter 2. There they met a girl calling herself a woodlander. She leads them to her home nested deep in the bewildering wood. A home that soon burns in an unimaginable tragedy. A home she did not own, leaving her mired in debt. Determined to pay her way to freedom, she joins her hero on their quest to fell the dragon. There's a very good reason to adventure. She embraces her new compatriots and leaves the wood behind. I always want to try to add an S after the woods. Their next stop, a curious village where monsters and humankind coexist. Chapter 3, Unionville. Head east to Unionville. Oh, I'm sure we'll get there eventually. But I want to fill out the map so I don't have to.
Thunder roars overhead. Watch out for lightning.
I gotta watch. Okay, first it was nuts from the tree. Now I'm dodging lightning.
Being struck by lightning once.
Look, there's like The amount of times where I have to dodge lightning in a video game, and I would have a nickel for each time that would happen. I'd have 2 nickels because it's weird that it would happen a second time. The first time is Final Fantasy X.
An armor-clad knight stands, exuding an extraordinarily powerful aura.
Interesting.
The knight faces you and asks, "Might you be challenged?" But after sizing you up for a long moment, his shoulders slump and he mutters, "No, you are not yet ready."
Really?
"Grow
Am I not?
strong, young ones," he says, then returns to standing in silence. It appears he awaits a stalwart warrior to challenge him.
Good, duly noted. Kind of curious, what is the max level of this game? Because usually it's like 99 for most JRPGs, but some like well, which one was it? There was one that I played in the last 10 years where the max level was 50. But I might be getting that mixed up with like a different game.
Nice work.
Oof. I'll do. Perfect. Get him all frozen up. And then double damage for being frozen. And you'd think 2 ogres would be decent experience, but it is not. Let's see here. Monster. It's the oh, okay. Ogres spend their days endlessly training deep in the caves, lest their compatriots mock them for being too scrawny. That sounds pretty ogre-y. I should save. What is that? Due to bolt damage dealt by all allies, and does he do bolt damage? I'm gonna do wind. This is a really shitty roll. Oh, only 1 damage. Oh no, this is where the belly flop would have been helpful. What even is that? It's got 15 health or 15 attack and 50 defense. Okay, I have to save it. Just I'm scared that I'm gonna wander into something and get like utterly destroyed. Let's see here. Skills, that's what I want, not abilities. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. I had his weakness, which I think allows the ignoring of partially some of the armor.
Come across 2 men sitting on a rock. They take no notice of you or the party, but you can hear their fervent discussion. You listen in and deduce that they are a pair of thieves.
Oh, another pair?
In, trying to hear what else the thief. Listen. about that loot. Head south from the harbor and cross the mountains. It sounds like they've just told you where to find the... You hastily grab a scrap of paper, write down what you've heard, and quietly...
Harbor, so we might actually be pretty close.
The harbor is closed today. Anyone seeking shoreline should move 3 spaces to the southeast. Look, you two, it's the sea, Ridis exclaims, frolicking in glee. You, on the other hand, trudge along as far as you can from the coast, ignoring the hair sticking to your forehead. Feeling something at your feet, you glance down. There's something underneath your boot. It appears you've stepped on a monster's cape, making it very upset. It attacks you in fury.
Oh no. Jeez. Okay, something tells me I may have did what I thought I was trying not to do and stumbled across a area where I might perish. Ooh, nice roll. Ooh, and the crit.
Nice work.
Take him out. Add 3 to all allies card. Nice. We are gonna freeze him. Thank you. Thank you for freezing. High roll. No one else gets the recovery because Oh, perfect. +1 speed. And +1 speed. And +1 speed. Yeah, you could definitely use some more attack and health. Add 10 to own attack for 2. Ooh, nice. But is it like 2 actual turns, or is it like I cast it and that's 1 turn? I should probably go find Unionville before just so I know where I need to go. And then I can explore the map a bit. High roll. There we go. And the crit. Not enough for insta-death, but it is fast enough. Oh, and now we got the armored slime story. Monsters. These slimes have learned how to wield human weaponry. By God, they're evolving. Most all who have taken them lightly have paid with their lives. Oh, most all. Okay. Well, learn to wield is perhaps overstating them. They still primarily attack by ramming their gooey bodies at their ends, but now they do so while brandishing a sword. I can dig it. All right, let's fly over here. An event?
A monster appears. Rather, you may be able to aid it by administering some curative.
I do have some curatives.
You take pity on the creature and administer. Able to move once more, it makes a clumsy attempt at a bow, and then it is gone.
Oh. Hopefully it will reward me at some point. Those are like a few hundred gold pieces to replace. 1,000 gold pieces. Another event.
A monster appears. To want to say something? It points to you and then goes stiff, acting as though paralyzed. Aha! This must be the creature whose paralysis you cured with some curative.
Oh, perfect.
It hands you a bottle of medicine, takes a sweeping, graceful bow to show you how far it's come, and takes its leave.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. I can dig that. Wait, there's a road? Wait, that's illegal. Enemies shouldn't be attacking me while I'm on the road.
Don't hold back.
Oh, believe me, I won't. Yeah. Ooh, a good 5. Would have liked that 6 though. And he's gone. Get out of here. You mean, oh, okay. Wait, is that a skill or is that a spell? Or an ability? Oh, that is, okay, so double proof was an ability, not a spell. Do I need? Never mind. Nope, another event. Find the grass to find an old telescope. Okay, cool. We've had one of these events before. Okay, so that is the old grandma. Or it's the mature woman. We're gonna rush up to it.
Upon your courage, you toss the janky telescope aside and charge ahead with your friends. But what you saw was only an old woman. You and your friends. Ow! Someone seems like someone met the wrong end of the night. I didn't do it, cries the woman, running off without even a hint of remorse.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay, it's just Ash took the 8. That's fine. You know what? I figured, or no, I guess I didn't really figure, but I suspected that something bad would have happened. At 3 to the wind. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter because it's not an AoE wind.
Nice work.
I might as well lightning strike. I don't remember them being weak, resistant. And that's a minimum of 16 now. I feel like there's it swings. a certain amount, either plus or minus, or directly on. Nameless shrine. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind. Whoa, what happened?
Something comes rocketing down from the mountaintop. There and gone in a flash. What was that?
Monster?
Friends insist it was probably just a rock, but you're convinced. You point out the coins scattered in the thing's wake. What kind of rock drops cash, you say smugly?
Cool, I didn't even see what it was. All right, perfect. There's Unionville. Let's fill out the coast.
About the enemy.
Yeah, might as well try to freeze them. Okay, the average on a D10 is 5. I should be averaging multiple freezes. On average, I should always freeze them, but why is it now on average I don't get the freeze? I bet you because it's not actually a true 5, it's probably like 4.5. I want to fight that water thing again.
And fight.
That was actually kind of an interesting fight there. Should rearrange his skills. Get the healing cure on the other side. Just so I'm not having to flip through his skills too much. Oops, wrong button. What are you? Interesting. Well, we will fire you and then attack you. Oh, he's got like 19 attack. Do damage to him.
Nice work.
There we go. So yeah, I knew having roundhouse around would be helpful. Ooh, good level. Ooh, and charge spell. Oops. An
I was
event?
surprised to find a merchant selling goods in a place like this.
Yes, please.
Decide to take a look, and the merchant, you're in luck. I have some rare items for sale. She remarks,
Cool.
lining up some goods
Ooh.
before you.
Oh, these rings do something different. Corrosive. Okay, here. Because I bet you these have just have them, grab them so I can have my card collection upgraded. I wish I could tell if I had how many I have. I know I don't have one of these. We're gonna buy. I know I have one of those. Buy one of these. I think I'll buy one of these. And then come... she might not be actually here. Items owned.
She begins closing her shop, saying she needs to stock up on wares again. It seems you won't be able to do any more shopping here.
Damn, I wanted to sell some stuff. Ring of Protection, cool. Sell that. No, that's not what I did. Jesus, kind of a huge island.
Don't hold back.
All right, so she's gonna need to focus on these guys. Looks like they're gonna be a 3-shot. He needs to do lightning strike on this. Hopefully I roll well. Roll perfect. And I crit. Get out of here with that nonsense. I think I should do this, see if I can't get him knocked out right away. Nope. Attack +3. Oops, shoot, I should have did the other guy. I really should have done the other guy. Could have at least get him really knocked out. Need a straight flat heal. We'll ram him. Attack +3. I guess he really did need that 3 to do a significant amount of damage. Heal Mar. Critical heal. And then I guess Mar will just... I think you should be able to do 8. Yep, because that was 10. Or 11. Sorry. 6 + 3 + 2. Ooh, there we go. That's some decent experience. Oh, fuck. Can I, like, not get around? Event.
Something's catching the sunlight just so. You find a chest lodged. Something about this feels sure enough.
Oh, good. Okay, cool.
Quite convinced you found their stash. You open the chest with a self-satisfied smirk on your face.
We just got him an upgrade, and now we got another upgrade? Geez, Mar's gonna be beefy. +12? Cool. Mar's the most overpowered character of the group. Oh, let's see if, can you wear? You can. I think sacrificing the +1 speed for better armor definitely be more helpful. Oh, gross. Well, can't use mana rocks. And she can't even attack. Great. What a load of barnacles. Oops, not that one. I would have been able to knock one of them out. Actually, no. Well. And then Rolling Claw. Nice. Wait, does that mean she can also use the... deal light damage? Okay. I don't think we've really come across anything that gets hurt with light damage. But it'll be nice to play around with that. I really... There, if she gets sealed, she can do charge spell. Because I haven't gotten enough I haven't gotten enough mana rocks to... It's not what I wanted to do. Back to... No, you were for certain only able to do light armor. So basically how I'm seeing this is it's like light armor, medium armor, heavy armor, and then she can wear light and medium armor, which I do kind of think that works out. Chest. Oh yes, give me money. I spent it all on junk that I might not even use. It'll be helpful for boss fights if I can predict what type of boss fight it is.
That was lucky.
I was in the forest area and I thought I would fight a plant. Didn't fight a plant. In fact, we were in that cave. Thought I was going to fight a giant mushroom. Didn't end up fighting a giant mushroom. Ooh. And an event?
Pick up a scrap of paper dropped by some manner of monster. It has a message scrawled on it, and clearly whoever dropped you stashed the scrap of paper in your pack and resolved to keep an eye out for the treasure on your travels.
I still don't know how to decode those. Let's see here. There was something I specifically wanted to look at. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a better thing because he's got 20. he basically has the next step of armor. Nice. Let's do a provoke. +1. Geez, and I don't even need to set up a regen. Well, that was cool. Unfortunately, didn't do as much as I thought it was gonna do. Oh, it didn't. Oh, did it already? Yeah, bolt. If they're weak to it, it must ignore defense or ignore some defense, half defense. I'm gonna have to look up that. I didn't read the tutorial. Oh, that was just a standard Trents, huh? Let's see. Election. Monster. Where are these? Umbral Goblins. Orc Wildling. Here we go. Trents are the tender, loving elders of the forest, well versed in the laws of nature, yet itinerant, never staying in any one forest long enough to put down roots. When Trents cross paths on their travels, they each break off a branch to graft on to one another. Those are the memories and the rings of each branch passed down and preserved. Okay. No, I'm not going to enter the Musty Tower. I'm not going to break sequence.
A bizarre rock appeared. It seems primed to explode.
Uh-oh.
The bizarre rock transformed into a treasure rock.
Was that good? Oh no, I gotta discard something. Actually, instead of discarding, can I? No, I can't. Can I use? Can I use? I would just rather use. Shit. I used the quality salve. Anyway, beard.
Don't hold back.
Oh no.
Excellent.
I mean, at least with this. Good. As long as I don't crit, because then I could have used it on something else. Deal water damage. Okay. Yeah, just charge spell. Wait, thunder. The thunderstorm would have been so much better here. Oh, that's not even a damage spell. It's just freeze. But that has its own issues. If they're frozen, they take double damage.
Fortune favors the...
Yes, lightning strike. High number, please. Okay, I actually could have used that crit right there. Oh, they're called Aqua Rocks, okay. Not to be confused with Octoroks. Monsters. Oh, Lizard Warriors, okay. Aqua Rocks. All who lay eyes on Aqua Rocks are taken in by their beauty, only for the spirit within to devour the souls in service of further polishing its vessel. Interesting. Their vessel polish, the spirits pass on, leaving behind a gemstone frequently sold in illicit markets. Buyers said to pay what their life is worth to own one. Interesting. Wonder if it has to do with like some like necromancy type situation. Flame. Oh no, I didn't take him out in one hit. Get him, Mar. And the crit. Ooh, Ridis leveled up. Extra attack, can't go wrong with that. I knew, I gotta just use this on... Actually, I'd rather just discard an antidote at this point. An enemy appears. Oh no. Okay, cool.
Don't hold back.
Double XP, nice. Unfortunately, it's not really. They're umbral goblins. They should be weak to light. Perfect. So umbral goblin. Yeah, that was actually a quicker. Let's see. Activated by violence, umbral goblins relish using weapons that maim their enemies and are said to be elated by the sound and sensation of cracking their enemies' bones. It seems insistent bullying from their supposed mates is what snapped these goblins. Perhaps humans are not the only ones preoccupied with fitting into a society at large. Yeah, the goblins go dark. What do we got going on? Yeah, might as well. Take him out right away. Just the trench just has way too much. Ooh, and it missed. Trench just has way too much defense, which makes sense because it's made out of wood. It's a wooden being. A signpost. I'll have to read that after we deal with these things. Spin to win. And then Mars should go next. And then a simple ram will finish that off. Oh, I did say we were going to read that sign right after that.
Don't hold back.
See, like, I don't even... The ogres they don't give as good experience. They're just damage sponges. I don't even want to fight them sometimes, because they don't give good experience. And look, we're at a point now that they only deal 1 damage. Actually, if he attacked Meliane, that would have actually done a bit more damage. Oops. Oh, we're just... Event. Ooh, another rock. 4.
The bizarre rock transformed into an aqua rock. The only way.
Oh, I bet you I want a low roll. See if I can freeze it. Nope. Lightning strike it is. Oh, you know what? I could have. Let's do. Add 5 to fire damage target takes for 3 turns. Let's do that. And then that clears up some some space. Okay, now this should take him out. Okay, cool, because it is just a generic 5. Oh, an enemy appears. Well, we're in the forest. A forest card, so... And no crit. I just like the look of the crit on the Blades of Lights. Jeez. Wouldn't mind if her next couple level ups she gets some defense alongside another stat boost that isn't health. So I'm playing with a controller. Some of the awkward movements I'm having to do, or if I get like, you know, I'm just gonna run. I don't feel like fighting one thing. So yeah, I'm holding down. I was holding like down and diagonal to go diagonal, but it made me go up to the right.
Let's head to Unionville.
Yes. Wish I could zoom out a little bit. So we should have uncovered the whole map. Okay, so Shoreville is going to, or Shoreland, excuse me, is gonna deal with that. Hop over to Unionville. Yes.
You see something approaching from up ahead. A monster, Meliane shouts, readying for battle. Mr. Flobby, get back here.
Oh, it's a slime named Mr.
dangerous out
Flobby.
there, a young girl chides, taking the creature back to the village. It seems you've finally arrived at Unionville, a village where humans and monsters live together in peace. What a weird place, remarks Ridis lightheartedly. I like it. We aren't staying a moment longer than necessary, says an unsettled Meliane, her distaste for monsters plain on her face.
If Mr. Flobby is not the mascot of Unionville, I'm going to be very sad. All right, well, we made it to Unionville. Elder's house, game parlor, item shop. Stop at the item shop. See what they have to sell. Nothing. But I will sell to them. Sell some items. Sell these battle items. I'm not gonna. Oh, geez, I got a lot of those Inspire elixirs. Oh wow, the torches. Okay, torches do count for space. I mean, that makes sense, but like, kind of rude that it does. No, have I bought a bomb? Have I gotten a bomb before? Oh, cool. Fulfilled her. Is she a character? Not this one. There she is. So she was okay, so quick hire. Her hiring was ultimately a failure. The damage wrought by her carelessness far outweighed the profits and left the store a shambles. No. Shame. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, what do you sell? Or what can I sell to you? Just really anything. Not a quality salve. I haven't really been needing it, so I'll sell something. Oops. Back. And then buy. Buy one of those. Buy one of those. Because apparently I need to have at least one stock of specific things on hand. Definitely buy one of those. Make sure we get use that first round. Mr. Blade. Ravagers, Thunderbolt Staff, Air Splitter, Knight's Armor, we already got. We got that. Fairy Dress. Buy and equip. Oh, we got now the protect against. Get a boost in attack. Oh, that gives a +1 to defense, but it didn't increase your defense again. All right, before we can buy Air Splitter, I gotta sell the leftover equipment. Fortunately, it's got to go through a whole process, so it's going to take a little bit. So I have wind, wind and poison, but this is where we can get the elemental. Let's see, Knight's Armor, Knight's Chain. So if I wanted all, so I need 1, 2, 3. So we need about another 3,000 gold.
Any traveler, it appears the headman's long-standing pronouncement on the welcoming of all magical creatures also applies to you and your party.
Cool, we're gonna rest. All right, we are rested. We are fully equipped. And we have come to our objective location. So I think I'm going to be calling that there. Yeah, we'll call it that there. So thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in this wonderful world of ours. Goodbye.